Greetings, 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 greetings. All right, we're finna get this student loan. We're finna get this student loan thing on the way. All right. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to everyone. Happy Friday to you all. Happy Friday to you all. So let's get it. Let's get it. Um Mentor Depot. Let me put it in the chat. Uh, Text mentor. mentor 2917 810 3329 to join my mentorship. All right. We are about to get it on the way. So, student loans. Student loans is a big thing, whether y'all want to admit it or not. It's a huge thing, and it affects a lot of people. I see Nick here. Let me invite you to speak. And one of the big things is, guys, that I want you to comprehend is I want you guys to know that you are not alone. You are not the only one that's experienced. I had 3 alarms set for this. Yo. So, guys, let me know where you guys are coming in from. Drop where you're coming in from, your city, your state in particular. What state are you guys representing? What state are you guys representing? If you're in Clubhouse, you guys can definitely let me know what state you're representing. Anywhere you're at, let me know where you're representing, what state, what country. I don't care where you representing from. I see New York in the house, Memphis. Hold on, let me start from the top because I don't want to miss anybody. I see Jersey, New York, New York, New York, Mississippi, New York. Where else? Michigan, Chicago, California. Wow. What's going on, brother? Shout out to Jay, Phoenix, Arizona, LV, what's that? Las Vegas. Yep. Mexico. Ooh, we got Mexico in the house. We got Texas, Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to ATL, my second home. Alabama, Dr. GA, repping Michigan. Yo, Maryland, North Carolina, Egypt. Hold up, hold up, hold up. We got an Egyptian in the house. Yo, shout out to you. I had no idea. Damn, I'm in Egypt. Drop one of Clues bombs for the credit hero one time. He's in Egypt. Let's go. I see Jamaicans in the house. Damn, I didn't know Egyptians were in the house too. Shout out to my people in Egypt. You be in the city, bro. ATL, man, link up. Let's go, man. Let's go. Y'all see me got my glass of wine ready. I got my pinkies up. You know it's about to get real, all right? Drop some fire in the chat for the credit hero. We made it all the way to Egypt, guys. We are international. Drop one of Clues bombs for the credit hero. All right, all right, all right. Man, we are in Egypt. Damn. Wow, bruh. Let me take a drink to that. We are in Egypt. Let's get it. All right. So as you guys know, right, there's about 3.9 billion in student loans that has just been canceled, right? And then I believe they're saying some other stuff where if you fall into certain income brackets, then I think you're getting like $10,000 off. How are you handling questions today? For questions, if you don't want your questions to get lost in the chat, I recommend you have that little question bubble at the bottom beside the airplane. Put it in there. If you're on YouTube, you can just type it in the chat. I'll see it. But for the most part, I'm gonna go through the presentation, or just basically through the laws, and then after the whole thing, we're gonna start taking questions, right? So we'll do Q&As after, because if I start Q&A now, we will not finish. We are live on all platforms. Yes, we are live on all platforms. All right. So before I get into it, let's get some background about what's going on and what is really being said about student loans. Because if you guys remember, once upon a time, student loans were like, they were that loan that you couldn't get rid of. You couldn't file bankruptcy on it. There's a lot of things that you couldn't do with student loans. But as we're seeing now, I believe the powers to be are recognizing that that is causing a lot more problems than it is doing good, because you have students that's coming out, they spent over 150,000 on student loans. Now they're coming out working at a job making 45,000, 50,000, and we're talking gross, not even net. We're talking gross, and they are now on the line for paying student loans for years. They did everything right. They went to school, they got a job, they came out with the student loans, but the jobs that are available, or that they quote unquote qualify for, is not paying enough. The jobs are not paying enough. The jobs are not paying enough. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do now is we're going to get a little background. We're going to get a little background on this whole student loan stuff and why it is such a huge deal for a lot of people to get rid of student loans. All right. So, if we go to Google and we type in student loans, my computer is acting stupid right now. So, student loan forgiveness. So there's many articles about President Biden and student loans. So I'm going to go to CNN. And this is just a little backstory, right? Before we start. So it says President Joe Biden on Wednesday announced his plan to address student loan debts, which includes debt forgiveness for certain borrowers, extending the pandemic related payment issue. The Biden administration has already canceled nearly 32 billion with a B. 32 billion with a B, right? 32 billion, where are we? Of the 1.6 trillion. So, guys, there's 1.6 trillion dollars worth of student loans. There's 1.6 trillion dollars worth of outstanding federal student loans. This is federal. This is not all of them combined. So it's 1.6 trillion, right? In federal student loans that's outstanding. And what they're saying is 32 billion of that 1.6 trillion has been canceled. Has expanded existing forgiveness program for public sector workers, disabled borrowers, and students who were defrauded by for-profit colleges. So here are the details CNN has learned of Biden's new plan, including how much will be forgiven and who is eligible. Now, eligibility, guys, is a big thing. So before I get into it, guys, I want you guys to do me a favor. If you guys are on Clubhouse, share this room in the hallway, share this live with some people that you know can benefit from this. Share this live with everyone you think you can benefit. If you're on Instagram, guys, please do me a favor. Let's get the party going. Share this live with 5 to 10 people that you know this can benefit, or just share it in general. Share it with 5 to 10 people in your contacts. So if everyone here shares it with 5 to 10 people, I believe we have made tremendous ground. For YouTube, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. I want you guys to share this live. Facebook, I want you guys to share this live on your story, share it in other groups, share this live everywhere, right? Now, who qualifies? The plan applies to federal student loan borrowers. So now, if you're a federal student loan borrower, this applies to you. The amount of canceled debt depends whether the borrower received the PELL grant to attend college. So if you are a recipient of the Pell grant to attend college, well, this you might be in luck because this applies to you. A federal Pell Grant is only given to undergraduate students who display exceptional financial need and have not earned a bachelor's, graduate, or professional degree, and does not have to be repaid under except under certain circumstances, according to the Department of Education Federal Student Aid Office. Per data city cited by the White House, Pell Grants currently only cover a third of the cost of a 4 year public college degree, which has led to increased borrowing. Increased borrowing is as a result of people that is financially in a rut. It means if you qualified for some of these grants, basically they're saying that, okay, you're not making enough money. We're going to give you some of these grants. We're going to offer these loans. But there's more and more people. There is more and more people that fall into this trap that is not able. Hold on. Why are we reading the news? Bro, if you don't want to be on the live, you can go, Joe. Go ahead, bro. You don't tell me how to run my live, Joe. Why are we reading the news? Bro, if you do not want to be here, please exit the live. That's it. Tell me how to run my live. Individual borrowers make less than 125,000. So based on the forgiveness part of it, you gotta get in different categories. So the categories are, if individual borrowers make less than 125,000 yearly, and married couples or heads of households who make less than 250,000 yearly will have up to $10,000 of their federal student loan debt forgiven. So if you are single and you make, I believe, up to 125,000, or if you're married and you make less than 250,000, you will have up to $10,000 of your federal student loan debt forgiven if they did not receive a Pell Grant as an undergraduate student per the FSA website. So this goes further down. How will future payments work for debt workers? So this goes down into explaining a lot more stuff about student loans. Now, guys, what I want you to comprehend is this. Not because you have a student loan, it's the end of the world. With what happened in the last 2 years, everything being on hold, some people were in deferment, a lot of people weren't making payments, some loans had to be readjusted. There's many factors, right? There's many factors. Is this information from an article or law? That's from CNN. Cohen, I was reading from the CNN website. There's a lot that goes into it. So your credit reports is a separate thing. If an item is not listed on your credit report, it doesn't necessarily mean that you do not have that obligation or alleged obligation. So let me make it be clear. So when I teach you today how to delete a student loan from your credit, it does not mean in any way, shape, or form that if you have the obligation or the alleged obligation that you're not supposed to attend to it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, you, the consumer, have the power to control what gets reported. I'm going to say this one more time for those of you in the back. The consumer, the consumer has the power to dictate what gets reported on the credit report. What does that mean? It means nothing gets reported on your consumer report without you giving the permission. Everything boils down to permissible purpose. Every account on your credit report, you must give permission for that account to be reported. If there is an account on your consumer report that you did not give permission to be reported, that is identity theft. Someone used your information and is using someone. Let me go into the definition, because you know what? I don't want to paraphrase. I want to give it to y'all straight from the source. The Fair Credit Reporting Act speaks on identity theft. And I want you guys to comprehend what identity theft is and what identity theft means. If someone or any person, if any person uses your information without your permission, that is identity theft. So when we go to 15 USC 1681 Q. Q as in Quebec. So if you guys can follow me, turn your Google and I want you guys to put in 15 USC 1681 Q. So 1681 Q is going to bring us to identity theft under the FCRA. Q. What is this thing freezing up, man? All right, whatever. You will not stop me today, Murphy. You will not stop me today. Computer just started moving slow out of nowhere. All right. So 15 USC 1681 Q. So obtaining information under false pretenses. Any person, and we know what the word person means. The term person means any individual, partnership, corporation, trust, estate, cooperative, association, government or governmental subdivision, or agency or other entity. So we know that a person can be a natural person and a person can also be a corporation, right? So now 15 USC 1681 Q is saying that any person who knowingly and willfully obtains information on a consumer from a consumer reporting agency under false pretenses shall be fined under Title 18, imprisoned for not more than 2 years or both. What does that mean? I want you guys to listen to words coming out of my mouth. Any person, natural person or corporation, any person or any corporation, including your student loan servicers, those corporations, they are a person, right? Because even in the definition of person, guess what it says? Government or governmental subdivision or agency. So in this case, we're talking about student loans. And a lot of you have federal student loans, right? So the word person applies to the government or governmental subdivision or agency. They are not exempt. They fall under the jurisdiction of the law. So it says no, any person, any government or government agency who knowingly and willfully obtains information on a consumer from a consumer reporting agency under false pretenses shall be fined under Title 18, imprisoned for not more than 2 years. But wait, there's more. When we go to 15 USC 1681B, there's a thing called permissible purpose. There must be permissible purpose for any corporation to pull your reports. Let me see you put permissible purpose in the chat. Let me see y'all put permissible purpose in the chat. Clubhouse, let me see what's going on. Let me see y'all put permissible purpose in the chat. Let me see y'all put permissible purpose in the chat. All right. What do I mean when I say permissible purpose? 15 USC 1681B. Somebody drop that in the chat. 15 USC 1681B so everybody could follow. Pinkies up always. 15 USC 1681B. And then we're going to go to number 2. But before we go to number 2, let's read A. A says, subject to subsection C, any consumer reporting agency may furnish a consumer report under the following circumstances and no other. So when it says furnish a consumer report, what exactly are we talking about? Right? What exactly are we talking about? Well, if you are furnishing something, you're giving somebody something, you're selling it, you are distributing it, you are furnishing something. So they may not furnish a consumer report under the following, they may furnish the consumer report under the following circumstances and no other, right? Number 2 says, in accordance with the written instructions of the consumer to whom it relates. So anybody that's pulling your credit reports, any person, corporation, government, subdivision, trust, estate, cooperative, whomever, any person that is pulling your reports, that's pulling your credit reports, that is pulling your consumer report, they must have written, not oral, written permission. Let me see y'all put written permissions in the chat. If y'all are following me, let me see y'all put written permission in the chat. Because at the end of this, we're going to build a letter. I already started putting together the student loan deletion guide, and I'm going to be built. We are going to build a student loan letter today on this live. All right. But before we go there, let me see y'all put written permission. Why is that so important? Can someone come on the live and tell me why written permission is important? Who wants to come on the live? Somebody click that button at the bottom and come on the live. I want to know. Clubhouse, you are welcome to raise your hands and let me know. YouTube, unfortunately, right now I have no way of bringing y'all on stage yet. I'm going to find some way to do it. I don't have a way yet. But all right, I see somebody is coming in. All right. Why is written permission so important? I need somebody to tell me. Yo, yo. Well, go on, road boy. Yeah, man, everything govy, road boy.
So the reason why you need a written letter is because that's an actual proof that they sent it out.
All right. So, written permission, right? Have you ever noticed that before they even run your credit, they're going to ask you to sign some paperwork? Have you ever noticed before when you apply for a job or an apartment, they're going to say, sign this paper so we can pull your credit? Who remembers hearing that or seeing it or have signed a paper? So thanks for the answer, rude boy. Tev. All right, I think we're having some bad service with Tev. Why is it so important that they ask for your signature? I need y'all to be thinking. Someone says barely. Boogie, barely. If you remember, every single time they're going to say, oh, before we can run your credit, you need to sign this. I got Tamara on the line. Tamara, why is it important? Why do they need written permission? Talk to me, Tamara. Tamara, you with us? Tamara going once. Tamara going twice.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, perfect. Why is written permission so important?
Makes it legal and you can take it to court.
Ah, you hit it right on the spot. See, if there is not written permission, this is identity theft. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I need you guys to follow me here. Without written permission, it is identity theft. If you did not give permission, it is identity theft. Remember what the definition for identity theft was. Someone using your information without your permission. They can't just scroll up to the consumer reporting agencies and say, yo, give me the Reigns credit report. Where this is what is supposed to happen. If someone scrolls on up, and when I say scroll up, they mean they send in an application or a request for my consumer report. What is supposed to happen is the consumer reporting agencies are supposed to say, okay, cool. Where is the written permission from the Reign de Levante that gave you permission for you to pull his reports? This is what's supposed to happen. And then the company is supposed to say, here is the paperwork that has been certified that Durain signed this written permission for us, ABC Corporation, to pull his information. And then the consumer reporting agencies, they're supposed to certify, Consumer Reporting Agency certifies that XYZ company showed the written permissible purpose that Durain gave to get his credit pulled. Boom, here is Durain's credit report. Soft pulls don't hurt scores, but it applies as well. Yes, you are correct, Reef. My guy in Egypt. Yes, you are correct. There is a certification that must be done per Son 15 USC 1681 G, B, and 15 USC 1681 EE. EE1, EE2. Yes. A certification must be done. Now, if a consumer reporting agency gives your credit report without certifying the permissible purpose, they are liable as well. Because by law, you know what? I I can show you guys better than I can tell you. So right now, I want you guys to get your phone up, and I want you guys to come with me to 15 USC 1681G. G as in golf. 15 USC 1681G. So we're going to go to the disclosure section of the FCRA. Now, disclosures to consumers. Disclosures to consumers. Number 3. Go down to number 3. So we're going to B3, right? So you're going to see A, then you're going to see B, then we're going to go to 3. Identification of each person, including each end user identified in section 1681 EE1 of this title that procured a consumer report. If a corporation buys my consumer report, I, the consumer, person 15 USC 1681 GB3, I can request who it is that pulled my reports. So it mentioned section 1681 EE1. So let's go over to section EE1 to see what EE1 is talking about. Yes? So EE1 says procurement of consumer report for resale, disclosure. A person may not produce a consumer report for the purpose of reselling the report of any information in the report unless the person discloses to the consumer reporting agency that originally furnishes the report the identity of the end user and each permissible purpose. Who caught that? Who caught that? Each permissible purpose. Section 1681B, we just read that. 1681B is the section of permissible purpose for which the report is furnished to the end user of the report. The permissible purpose certification must be evaluated. And when you scroll down to number 2, the responsibilities is going to tell you that a person who procures a consumer report for the purpose of reselling the report or any information in the report shall establish and comply with reasonable procedures designed to ensure that the report is resold by the person only for the purpose for which the report may be furnished under 1681B, including by requiring that each person which the report is resold and that resells or provides the report to any person. Number 1, they must identify each end user of the resold report. So if they're using your report and they're reselling your information, the person that they're reselling the information to, they must provide that end user name. Number 2, they have to certify each purpose for which the report is going to be used. So if someone is pulling my reports for an auto loan, it must be certified that it's being pulled for an auto loan. It must not be used for a mortgage or a credit card. Are you guys following what I'm saying? The purpose that the report is being pulled or resold for, it must be certified. And then the third part says, certifies that the report or the information in the report will be used for no other purpose. Like I said, if this is being pulled for student loans, you can't use it and then resell it to a mortgage agency, then resell the same report to a credit card company. it must be certified for that specific purpose. If you guys are following me, please put some fire in the chat. I know it's a lot of information, but the live will be available for you guys to rewatch it, and it will also be a part of the student loan deletion guide that I am going to give you guys for 50%. All right. Anyway, before I even get there, the information must be certified. And what B says, what 2B says, before reselling the report, make reasonable effort to verify the identifications and certifications. So the identification and certification of the permissible purpose document must be there, ladies and gentlemen. I am proving to you what the law says about permissible purpose. The certification must be done. It must be certified. It must be evaluated. Now, when you guys ask for validation and verification, do you guys know exactly what you're asking for? If you're going to ask for validation or verification, right, it should be towards an inquiry. If you're talking about accounts, you need to ask a different question. Let me explain. Inquiries, you can ask for verification or validation, but you are asking for the verification or the validation of the certification of the permissible purpose. Is everyone following? Is everyone following? Do I still got y'all attention? Yeah, raise your hands. Do I still got y'all attention? The verification and validation that you guys are asking for should be towards the certification of the permissible purpose written documentation that the consumer reporting agencies should have certified before they gave your daggone report. Come on, is everybody following me? Yes? Everybody is good? Everybody is good? So, guys, you're not asking for verification and validation of accounts. That's not what you're asking for. No, 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 no. No, Linda, no. You are not asking for that. What you are asking for, beloved, is the certification. So, if you're going to go the route of validation, it should be please, not please, because we're not asking them please, provide the validation of the certification of the permissible purpose document that you should have certified before selling my reports. That's what I want. Because if you cannot provide that information, you gave someone my reports without a permissible purpose, aiding the identity theft. Because you're supposed to have procedures in place to protect my information. That's number one. Number two, you are supposed to certify the information. You're supposed to certify the written permission. You're supposed to certify the permissible purpose. You're supposed to certify that the information is being used for this purpose and this purpose only. You're supposed to certify that who is pulling the reports have the permissible purpose to pull it. You're supposed to certify that the information that is being pulled will be used for no other purposes than the purpose in which the report was certified for. Let me take a drink. Oh. See, I got my waves coming in, guys. Y'all gonna be seasick. What? Just wait until I be working on my waves. Y'all don't even know what's about to happen. I'ma work on my waves. Just watch. Mm-mm-mm. Who's following what I'm saying? Who's getting the words that's coming out of my mouth? Who is following the words coming out of my mouth? Guys, it's important that you guys comprehend the things that I'm saying. It's very important. Listen, winter is coming. Provide the validation of the certification of the permissible purpose document that you should have certified when selling my report. Shout out to Hollywood. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Drop some fire in the chat for Hollywood one time. Drop some fire in the chat for Hollywood one time. Let's go. Yes, Hollywood. That is what you are asking them for. I know you guys been taught by a lot of different people that you're supposed to ask for validation and verification. Well, what is the validation? Who caught me without my pinky up? Hold on, wait a minute. Who caught me without my pinky up? Not the oh, I said not the pinky up. Okay, I thought somebody caught me without the pinky up because I'm like, whoo, this pinky goes up automatically. I was like, did somebody catch me slipping? Mm-mm-mm. So, guys, do you do you comprehend when you're asking for validation, when you're asking for verification, what exactly you should be asking for? Rose says she caught me with my pinky not up. Oh my God. Pinky, what happened? You're supposed to go up automatically. What happened? I was tired, Doreen. I bet. Fixed. Anyway, so now that we know, right? Now that we know that permissible purpose is the key ingredient before our consumer reports can be furnished or procured by anyone. We know this now. They cannot produce a consumer report without permissible purpose, right? This is law. The rain is making this stuff up. This is in their laws, not mine. Now that we've established permissible purpose, Pinky was up. All right, all right. Thank you very much. I see. I'm sorry, Pinky. See, and I just slapped my pinky. Now that we know that permissible purpose is the key ingredient for any consumer report or credit report, whatever you want to call it, permissible purpose is the key ingredient that is needed before a consumer reporting agency can sell your report. I want you guys to start thinking now. This is where I need y'all minds to start clicking. Who knows about secondary consumer reporting agencies? Some people call them secondary credit bureaus. Credit bureaus don't exist, but that's probably a name that you're used to. Secondary consumer reporting agencies, aka secondary credit bureaus. Credit bureaus don't exist, but for those of you who might know it by that name, who has ever heard of secondary consumer reporting agencies or secondary credit bureaus? Who has ever heard those words before? Yep, drop some name. LexisNexis. I see SageStream, Marnet, SageStream, LexisNexis. The Facebook user says LexisNexis, SageStream, ARS, Innovis, Core Logic. Facebook user, you are correct. LCI, yes, you are correct. Kayana, you are correct. Yep, drop them. Secondary CRA, SageStream, drop them. So let me ask you this question, guys. Let me ask, I'm going to ask y'all a very serious question. If the law says written permission must be given when Experian, TransUnion, Equifax buys your information, your bankruptcy information, did the rain just say bankruptcy? Did the rain just say when Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax buys your information from these secondary consumer reporting agencies, which one of you gave TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax permissible purpose to pull your report or any information on you from LexisNexis, SageStream, ARS, Innovis, LCI? Wait. Darain, are you trying to say to me that when public information is bought from secondary repository agencies like LexisNexis, SageStream, ARS, Innovis, LCI, Darain, are you saying that without permissible purpose, they cannot buy the reports? I think that's what I'm saying. So, if permissible purpose was not given, it means identity theft just happened. Hold on, Darren. Hold on. Are you saying that when they bought my bankruptcy information, that was identity theft? Okay. The law says that a certification of permissible purpose must be given. It says a consumer reporting agency cannot produce a consumer report without the written permission of the consumer to whom it relates. We know that there must be a certification of the permissible purpose. I don't recall ever signing any document that gave Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax permission to pull my reports from any other consumer reporting agency. So how did they pull my information from LexisNexis with a bankruptcy, from SageStream, from LCI? If I didn't give that permissible purpose, how did they pull my information? Doreen, that sounds to me like identity theft. What does identity theft mean, Doreen? Well, I'm glad you asked, bro. Because according to the law, it says any person who knowingly and willfully obtains information, holy shit, information on a consumer. What does person mean? Corporation, i.e., TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. So, if Equifax knowingly and willfully obtains information on a consumer, i.e., Derain de Levante, from a consumer reporting agency, LexisNexis, SageStream, ARS, Innovis, LCI are all consumer reporting agencies, under false pretenses, shall be fined under Title 18, imprisoned for not more than 2 years. Holy shit, guys. Who just found out what just happened? Oh my God. Who found out what just happened? But wait. Since y'all don't believe me, let's go to 18 USC 68. No, 18 USC 1028. Fraud and related activity in connection with identification documents, authentication features, and information. Well, hold up. Whoever, in a circumstance described in subsection C of this section, number 4, knowingly possesses an identification document other than one that was issued lawfully for the use of the possessor. Hold up. So, if they are not the possessor, if it wasn't issued for them and they possess it with the intent that such document featured be uses to defraud the United States, well, hold up, Doreen. I think you might be onto something, because when we scroll over to 1028A, 1028A says offenses, whoever during and in relation to any felony violation enumerated in subsection C knowingly transfers, possesses, or uses. If Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian uses your information, right, without lawful authority, a means of identification of another person shall, in addition to the punishment provided by such felony, be sentenced to 2 years. If someone uses your information without your permission, this is identity theft. This is law. I am not making this shit up. This is law. I was reading 18 USC 1028A. 18 USC 1028A. So, 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 let's bring it back to student loans now, right? I know I just showed y'all how to delete the bankruptcy. I don't know who caught it. If somebody caught me slipping in deletion of a bankruptcy in there, let me see y'all put some fire in the chat. If someone caught the fact that I just told y'all how to delete the bankruptcy, if y'all caught it, let me see some fire in the chat. Let me go back to student loans. All right. Hold up. Let me. Yo, I'm telling you guys, I have so much fun reading laws. Like, I would have never thought, guys, I would have never thought in my short little 32 years on this earth, I would enjoy reading law so much. Guys, I enjoy reading law. Like, if you guys are having fun, let me see some bomb in the chat. Drop some bomb in the chat. Put some rocket in the chat. Let me see something in the chat. If you are having as great time as I am, let me see some fire in the chat. Let me see something in the chat. God damn it. So, student loans. We know that permission needs to be given, right? So now I need to ask you guys a question. When you were signing your student loans, Do any of you remember the disclosures that they gave y'all? Who remembered the disclosures? Somebody put tacos in the chat. I swear you guys made me laugh. Mm. Let's go back to your student loans. I want you guys to think. Did they give you the disclosures for your student loans? This is important. Hey, Yannick, are you here? Yannick. All right. Whenever you come back on, Yannick, if you can hear the sound of my voice, let me know. Yeah, I don't. Oh, okay, you're here. Yannick.
Yes.
All right. Just talk real quick. Let me make sure that everybody can hear you.
Can you hear me, everybody?
Everyone, can you hear Yannick? He's on the line, but I don't know if it's a little low. But let me know if you guys can hear it. Go ahead, bro. Just say something real quick. Introduce yourself.
Hey, my name is Yannick Kinsock. I'm from North Carolina. Just the average Joe. Um, need to clean up my credit just like how everybody else.
They say you're low. Is there any way to turn up the volume?
Can you hear me now? Is that high?
Yeah, it's a little bit higher, but they're saying that they can't hear you. Let me see if this can work. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I got like 11 accounts deleted off of closed student loans like around 2 weeks ago.
I don't think they heard you, bro. What happened?
I done got like 11 accounts deleted.
What type of accounts?
It was closed student loans.
So you got 11 student loans account deleted 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I had to opt out at them.
So for those people that don't believe that you can delete student loans from your credit report, what do you have to say about that?
If they don't want to believe, they don't have to believe. But people out here that's doing more than believing, that's actually doing the work, they getting accounts deleted.
So how did you get these accounts deleted? Like how did you delete them?
I had to thank the Graham Leach Bailey Act and the Privacy Act. Um, they gave me the option to opt out of them reporting to my consumer report.
So where did you learn this information?
Oh, from Durain.
They
Durain. No capping. Real talk. I would never be in the law book. I would never be looking up laws. Durain, he make you sit down, make you study the laws. And today I had to pull up on him today. I pulled up on Mohilo today, and I actually called him because I noticed they got my wrong address on there. So when I had him on the phone, I just went crazy with the knowledge. I was like, y'all been sending my disclosures to the wrong account, and so yeah, hold on, y'all. And y'all sending my disclosures to the wrong account. And while I got you on the phone, can y'all go ahead and send the disclosures to the right address? And they was like, "Oh, what the disclosures to call?" I was like, "No, I mean not to opt out. I'm the opt out disclosures. That not the opt out disclosures to call." I was like, "No, I need the opt out disclosures for you not to report on my consumer report." They didn't understand what I was saying, so I asked to speak to a manager or a supervisor. She got on the phone. She started saying like different laws. I read out the laws. She put me on hold, came back and was like, they on the way.
When did this happen?
Today.
This happened today.
Hey, you had me so turned up from last night. You had me turned. I woke up. I was like, man, let me just call them. I wasn't expecting it. It was just the spirit in me. And I called them, and I just started asking about disclosure. I was just going to call them to make sure they had my address together, but I was like, you might as well send them disclosures while you're getting my address together. And they sent them. So that account is for my open $40,000 student loan. So once the disclosures come, it's going to ask you if you want to opt out. I'm gonna send a picture in.
Yeah, send it in for the Facebook group so everybody can see it, because it's one of the things that some people might not know what to look for. So when you send a picture of it, I want them to see it, because these disclosures are important for people to know what they look like and what language they might use in them.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to select yes, I want to opt out, and then that's gone. That $40,000 gone.
It's gone. So, guys, when I tell you that there is nothing special about a student loan. There's nothing. So the opt out that Yannick is talking about, I'm gonna break down to you now how you delete student loans. So let's get right into it. So before we have to, there's a few things you have to comprehend. You have to comprehend when somebody uses your information. If you didn't give them permissible purpose, what type of action you can take to remedy that situation. So let's go over to, where am I at? For resale? Nope, not here. Come on, computer. Why you being stupid right now? All right. So we're gonna go to 15 USC 6801. For those of you who have a second device, we're gonna go to 15 USC 6801. And when you go to 6801, it's going to speak to you about your personal information. Why is that important? Somebody put it in the chat for me. 15 USC 6801. Protection of non-public personal information. When the deletion guide's going out. You'll be able to get it today. So for the student loan deletion guide, you will get a copy of this recording. You're gonna get about 5 letters. So if you text the word student loan to 917-810-3329, you will be able to get the student loan deletion guide. And the letter that we're going to build is going to be included. Shout out to Kay. What's going on, Kay? You're always here. Let's get it. All right. So before we go to the protection of your non-public personal information, I want you guys to comprehend that the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives you a right to privacy. Let me see y'all put in the chat, right to privacy. Let me see it in the chat. Right to privacy. So we're at 15 USC 1681. So if you guys can scroll to 15 USC 1681, we're going to go to Congressional Findings and Statement of Purpose. So A, accuracy and fairness of credit reporting. The Congress makes the following findings. The banking system is dependent upon fair and accurate credit reporting. Inaccurate credit reports directly impair the efficiency of the banking system and unfair credit reporting methods undermine the public confidence, which is essential to the continued functioning of the banking system. TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, LexisNexis, SageStream, ARS, Innovis, LCI, they are not credit bureaus. They are not government agencies. They are not credit bureaus. They are not government agencies. This is how I can prove it. Congress says an elaborate mechanism has been developed for investigating and evaluating the credit worthiness, credit standing, credit capacity, character, and general reputation of consumers. Number 3 says consumer reporting agencies has assumed a vital role. To assume a role was not given to you. Let me say it one more time. For someone to assume a role, that role was not given to them. They assumed a role. They have assumed a vital role in assembling and evaluating consumer credit and other information on consumers. Number 4, there is a need to ensure that consumer reporting agencies exercise their grave responsibility. Consumer reporting agencies have a responsibility to report information that is fair, that is impartial, and that respect your privacy. I'm gonna say this one more time. Consumer reporting agencies have a responsibility to report fair, impartial, and information that respects the consumer's privacy. What does your privacy means to you? What does your privacy means to you? I am reading from 15 USC 1681. 1681. So now we understand that the law protects our privacy. Let me see y'all put privacy in the chat. The FCRA protects our privacy. 15 USC 1681A4. It protects our privacy. It says there is a need to ensure that consumer reporting agencies, aka credit bureaus, exercise their grave responsibility with fairness, impartiality, and a respect for the consumer's right to privacy. What does your right to privacy means? Okay, they're only saying that because they don't think you know what you're talking about. I'm telling you, Kay, you need to be in the university. In the university, I can give you a lot more attention. I can give you a lot more training. I can give you a lot more of the information that I possess so you can go and get the deletions you want. Okay, you need to be in the university. So now that we understand that our private information and that we have the right to privacy, now we're going to scroll over to section 6801. So let's go now to 15 USC 6801. So follow me. 15 USC 6801. Protection of non public personal information. Mm. This is good. Like, this is good. Mm-mm-mm. It means my business. You're goddamn right, Naughty. That's what it means. Your business. With so many people in being in the university, how are you able to get people's personal needs? Because we go on calls twice a week, 8 times a month. We're on 2 to 3 hour calls where when you have an issue, you bring it up and we are going to solve it on the calls. Every week there is 2 calls per week. Every week there is 2 calls per week. AJ, that is how I get to solve your issues. We can even make your own personal letter. Yep, we make your own personal letter. A bear team, can you guys drop the university link in the YouTube, Facebook chat? Some people might need it. Just drop the university link inside the Facebook, YouTube chat so we can help out whoever needs to be a part of the university that wants to take their power back so they can be in a position to have the power to purchase.
Durant, can I say something?
Talk to me.
Yeah, I feel like you're being a little bit of modest. You got the Sunday class, the Monday class. You gonna pop up on Wednesday. You gonna pop up on Thursday. You do this. You come on here every Friday. I mean, you about to talk to us every day.
You're not supposed to tell them all of this, bruh.
I mean, they gotta know.
You're right. You're right.
They gotta invest in themselves.
You got a point. You got a point.
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. I accept. You have a valid point.
Continue.
All right. So now, did everybody get to 15 USC 6801? If you got to 15 USC 6801, let me see some fire in the chat, guys. If we purchase all your products, can we get credit towards the university class? You know what, Faith? Yes, but you have to send me an email. You have to send me an email. So if we do an evaluation of the products you've bought, and based on the products, what I can do, and this is my first time saying this on the live, I can have the team subtract whatever you spent. Nish, shout out to Nish. Nish in the building. Shay, my very good friend, where have you been? So Faith, I want you to send me an email. Nish, can you drop the support email for Faith Enterprise? If you've bought like multiple items, I can subtract your purchases from the current enrollment, and my team will make a special link for you, Faith, that gives you the difference. So please, also guys, in my Instagram bio, in my quick links, if you go to my Instagram, in the quick links, in the bio section, you will see my quick links and you will be able to join the university from there. But I am going to also have you guys text. So if you guys want to text, send me a text message. You can text the word mentorship or mentor. That's it. Text the word mentor. Text the word mentor to 917-810-3329. For those of all of you that are asking me right now and DMing me about the university, just text the word mentor to 917-810-3329. Nish Abir, please ensure that the links for the university is on the YouTube and Facebook chats, and also we're assisting here on Instagram. So now, protection of your non-public personal information, privacy obligation policy. It is the policy of the Congress. Listen to me. Not your student loan servicer. Not your student loan servicer. It is the policy of the Congress that each financial institution has an affirmative and continuing obligation to respect the privacy of its customers and to protect the security and confidentiality of those customers. Guys, what does confidentiality mean? What does our live on YouTube? Yes, Tracy, I'm live on YouTube as well. So, Divine, per law, I cannot make you any promises, and I will not sit here and lie to you. I cannot make you any promises, but what I will tell you, Divine, is that I will work with you to ensure that your goals are met. I cannot tell you that if you join the mentorship, your student loan is going to get deleted. I cannot make that promise. By law, I cannot. I will work with you the same way I do with all my students and help you to execute the information and enforce the law. That's as much as I can say, but I will not sit here and lie to you and make you any promise because by law, I cannot make you any promises. So, what does confidentiality mean? Who here can tell me what confidentiality means? This is one of the most important things you're going to look up right now. What does confidentiality means? Brown says kept private. Your privacy. Yep. So you guys are getting the drift. Yep. Well, not HIPAA in this sense, but privacy. Maintaining a level of privacy. So now, is everybody at 15 USC 6801? Because I want you guys to see what I'm reading. Are you guys at 15 USC 6801? The state of keeping or being kept secret or private. Brown, you got it. Brown sugar, you got it. Yes, sensitive, personal, private. Yes, yes, you guys are following. Round of applause for everybody on the live. Let me see y'all do some clap hands. Round of applause for everybody on the live. Kept Kiana to be kept secret. Tilo protecting your personal information. Dorian privacy. Getting off YouTube. Getting off. What was that? Okay, boom, boom, boom. All right, bet. So now we know that your non-public personal information also, in addition to it being kept private, it also needs to be what? Confidential. Right, guys? Because it's here in their laws. It says it needs to be what? They need to maintain security and confidentiality. So let me ask you guys another question. Have you guys ever disputed any account and they're going to tell you that the law says they must report accurate information? Who has ever heard that term before? Oh, we can report accurate information. Who has ever heard that when you dispute an account? Who's ever heard it? So I'm confused. How can they say the law says they're supposed to report your information, but the same law says that there must be a level of confidentiality and a protection of your privacy? Somebody's lying. Who do you think is lying? Who do you think is lying? Me too. Many times it pisses me off. Doreen, because they're lying. There is no law that says that. They are lying to you. They are lying. The law says they have to protect the security and confidentiality of the consumers. They are lying. What just happened? Okay, good. They are lying to you. But let's go into it. Financial institution safeguards. In furtherance of the policy of subsection A, each agency or authority described in section 6805 of this title, other than the Bureau of Consumer Financial Protection, shall establish appropriate standards for the financial institution subject their jurisdiction relating to administrative, technical, and physical safeguards. All right, that part is not important. Now, I want us to go to 15 USC 6802. 15 USC 6802, guys. If this is good, let me see y'all put good on the chat. Let me see some fire in the chat. Let me see something. If you guys are having a good time, let me see you put good in the chat. This is good. Let me take a sip. Woo. Y'all ready for this next part? I'm about to turn up because we're about to build a letter after this. I got one more section of the law to read to you guys, then we're going to build the letter. If this is good, let me see y'all put good. Let me see some fire in the chat. Shout out to Stormy Banks in the building. Let's get it. Yo, who's ready for this? Who's ready? I don't believe you guys are ready. Who's ready for what's about to happen? Y'all want to learn how to delete a student loan? Congratulations. You're about to get the final piece. Then we're going to build this letter. My man Larry says, good. Faith says, good. The Wealth RX is in the building. Ooh, the Wealth RX. Ooh, you're in the building. Come on this live, Wealth RX, because we got some shit to talk about. Denise says, yes. Alicia says, let's get it. Who's that? Gia? Gia says, good. What's going on? The chat's on fire. The chat is on fire. One time for the birthday girl. Yo, we about to go ham. Hurry, I have to go back to work. I got you, Rose. I got you. Now, we just read 6801, right? And 6801, we know that they must protect our private information. Our private information also has a level of confidentiality. So, Doreen, what are you saying to me exactly? Well, I'm about to show you right now how you delete a student loan, and then And then the Wealth RX is going. So there's many ways to skin the cat, as long as the cat gets skinned. So I'm going to give you guys a way, and then the Wealth RX is going to give you another way. I'm not going to tell you what she's going to do. I'm going to let her introduce herself and her superpowers. But I am going to give you guys this way. For every single student loan that you guys have, this right here, right now, what I'm about to show you, with everything that is built up, you're going to package that. And this is the silver bullet that got my student last week, 2 weeks ago, that got 11 student loans deleted from the credit report. Obligations with respect to disclosures of personal information. I don't know if y'all know how powerful that one little sentence is, but let me break it down for y'all. Notice requirements. Except as otherwise provided in this subchapter, a financial institution may not directly or through any affiliate disclose to a non-affiliated third party any non-public information unless such financial institution provides or has provided to the consumer a notice that complies with section 6803. That's just the notice. The consumer has the right to opt out. Let me see y'all put opt out in the chat. We are opting out of having our information reported for student loans. Let me see y'all put opt out in the chat. This is extreme. Like, if you guys have not listened to anything that I've said so far, this is the part where I want you guys to listen. Let me see y'all put opt out in the chat. Opt out, guys. Let me see it. I need to see opt out in the chat. Opt out. Opt out. This is key, guys. Opt out. If you've missed everything that I've said before, do not miss this part. In general, a financial institution may not disclose non-public personal information to a non-affiliated third party unless. So basically, a student loan institution may not disclose your personal information to a consumer reporting agency unless. That is what that means. A, such institution clearly and conspicuously discloses to the consumer in writing or in electronic form or other forms permitted by the regulation prescribed under section 6804 of this title that such information may be disclosed to such third party. Guys, when you are signing documents for your student loans, did you receive a disclosure that they will be sending or selling your information to consumer reporting agencies? Did you get that disclosures that they were going to sell your information to the consumer reporting agencies? Who remember getting those disclosures? If you did, let me know. Who remember getting those disclosures? Denise says nope. Gia says heck no. Nelva, nope. I don't believe so. Absolutely not. Nope. You never got it, right? Okay. B says the consumer is given the opportunity before the time that such information is initially disclosed to direct that such information not be disclosed to such third party. Do you hear how much tongue-tying words they got? Ladies and gentlemen, all they're saying is, did Durain get the opportunity before they disclose the information to the consumer reporting agency that Durain said, I do not want my information reported? Did you get the second disclosure that says, before your information gets reported, Durain, you have the power to say you do not want your information reported? Who got that disclosure? I'm looking. Who got it? Did somebody get it? Oh. Mm-mm-mm. I don't see no responses. Nobody got it, right? You
I got none. I didn't get any,
you,
and I signed a lot of papers.
nope. They still, all right, cool. Now, guys, the third disclosure, you're supposed to get three, right? Three under the Graham Leach Bailey. Under Truth in Lending, you're supposed to get a lot more. But we're talking Graham Leach Bailey right now. The consumer is given an explanation of how the consumer can exercise that non-disclosure option. Guys, did you get an explanation that said, if you decide not to have your information reported, this is what you need to do to exercise that non disclosure? Who got that disclosure? Who got it? Y'all, why am I smiling so much? Tell me, why am I smiling right now? Who can who can tell me why I am smiling right now? My man says never, not me. So why am I smiling so much after reading that? The World Direct says they're coming up. You goddamn right. Cause we got him. Got him because you know some shit. Guess what, guys? It's not one or two disclosures they have to give you. They have to give you all three. And guess what? The consumer has the right to opt out. Opt out of having your student loans reported. That is how you delete student loans from your credit. Drop on the clues bombs one time. Boop. Guys, you are supposed to get the disclosures. I want you guys to ask for the. I got a lot of papers, but I don't remember the people explaining to me clearly what they were. Guess what? It must be conspicuous. They must. Let me see some bomb in the chat one time. Drop some clues bombs one time in the chat for the credit hero. Drop some bombs in the chat for the credit hero. If you did not get these disclosures, your information is being reported without your permission. Your information is being reported and you did not give them permission to. Your information is private. Your information is confidential. If you didn't give them permission, they cannot be in these streets reporting your information. I hope you guys are following what I'm saying. So, before I build the letter, I want to introduce a very good friend of mine from the Wealth RX. She is going to break a few stuff down to you because we do the same thing, but we use different methods to do it. So, without further ado, before we start building the letter, tell the people who you are, what you do, and how you make student loans disappear.
Yes, good night, good night. So I am Kenesha Fitzpatrick from the Wealth RX. I hope you guys are taking notes. Doreen blessed us. I'm actually in the midst of a 5-day challenge, and he came on, and they cannot stop talking about him. His letter that he wrote was absolute fire. So please get your notebooks out and get the writing because he's going to tell you how to get them off. But I'm Kenesha Fitzpatrick. I'm a family nurse practitioner by trade. I have a business partner who's a physician by trade. And together we are the Wealth RX. We help educate healthcare providers on how to build wealth utilizing your cash, your credit, and your credentials. So the biggest thing we realize is we spent a lot of money to get to where we are. We have a large student loan debt, and we're just still living check to check. So we really want to help healthcare providers build wealth. One day I was taking care of a patient and I realized I cannot leave my degree to my kids. So let me take the money that I'm making and build it into something by real estate, different investments to leave to them. So I had the privilege of getting rid of $70,000 so far of my student loan debt. I did a program called HRSA. So healthcare providers, if you working in for an federally qualified health center, you can apply for the HRSA grant. I did the nurse loan repayment program. And what you have to do is they pay back 30% your first year, 30% your second year, and 25% your third year. The thing with them is you're going to get taxed. So even though they pay that much, they give you a check every month and you pay it towards your student loan debt. So for me, when I did that, I was able to get $70,000 of my student loans forgiven. The biggest thing a lot of people don't like to do it is because you're going to get taxed. So if you don't have a business, which we highly suggest that you have a business because now you have write-offs. So even though I got taxed very high and now it's adding to my income, because I had write-offs, I was able to offset that and I didn't owe Uncle Sam anything. It's a great program. They have another program where you can do with HRSA, but you have to work 40 hours a week. For me, I didn't want to work 40 hours a week. The one I did, I only had to work 32 and they didn't have to be clinical. Another one is if you work in a hospital, your Pell Grant can get forgiven. And if you're in the news, and like Doreen was saying earlier, now that Biden is they're forgiving $10,000 to $20,000 of student loan debt. If you go into your studentaid.gov, if you see a blue circle and a green circle, that means you're going to get and there's numbers in those circles. That means you're going to get forgiven $20,000.
Hold on. Say that again. You don't just skip past that shit like it. Like break that down again. Break that down again.
I gotta be somewhere in 7. So if you go into your studentaid.gov, you'll see 2 circles. If you see 2 circles and there's numbers in it, meaning that you have borrowed money, you will have $20,000 forgiven. So if you have a green circle, that's your Pell Grant. If you receive the Pell Grant, you will get $20,000 forgiven. Now the thing is, we have to be mindful. Don't think it's just the money is just gonna disappear. We don't know what the stipulations are. So keep your ears to the street. So just like those individuals that, you got your PPP money, you have to fill out a form to get your loan forgiven. And that's a whole nother conversation because they mad about the student loan forgiveness, but they ain't mad about that PPP forgiveness. So keep your ears to the street. Don't just think like, oh yeah, they're going to get rid of $20,000 worth of my student loans. You might have to do something. You might have to fill out a form. So pay attention to what's going on. The other one that's really big right now, and I feel like you kind of got to be careful because the PSLF. Now they're going back because they didn't do it correctly. They're going back to 2007 and recounting.
Yeah.
So if you have already filled out the PSLF, that's when you have 120 payments. They'll get rid of your student loans. A lot of times I'm like, I've been paying for 20 years. Like, why is it not forgiven yet? But if you were put in forbearance or deferment because of school or maternity leave, or you just could not pay, they're actually going back. In the last 3 years that we didn't pay, they're counting those if you did work during that period. So just make sure you go back, you refill out your PSLF form. You have to fill it out correctly, and then you upload it. Also, pay attention to your email, because if you got an email from Mohila, 9 times out of 10, your student loans will be you're eligible for forgiveness. So do both.
Wait. Say that part again. Jeez.
So this, I know. So if you got an email from Mohila, Mohela, that's a new student loan
Servicer?
provider, that servicer. Thank you. If you got an email from them, 9 times out of 10, you qualify for PSLF, meaning your student loans can be forgiven. So you work for a nonprofit, you work for a not-for-profit, you work for the government, you work for a 501c3, you work for some type of agency that's going to make you eligible for student loan forgiveness. But a lot of people think that because they've already filled out the form, they don't have to fill it out again. You do, and you have to make sure you fill it out correctly. You have to go to your employers. You have to make sure they fill it out correctly, and then upload it or mail it in. So
say that word again, Mohila.
Mohila, Mohela.
Could you spell it and drop it in the chat?
Yeah, let me drop it in the chat. And it's so funny because a lot of the nurses that I work with, because people don't check their email and people don't read. So when you don't read, you don't know. So you actually will get an email saying like, hey, your servicer is switching. So you might switch from Great Lakes to Mohila. I was with Fed Loans and they switched me over to Mohila. But I had uploaded my PSLF form to Fed Loan, but then when I got to Mohila, it wasn't there. So I uploaded again. So these are the things that we just need to be mindful of. So one of our mentees, she did the PSLF. She got $65,000 of her student loans forgiven, and they're starting to come off her student loans. So if you're here with Doreen is saying like, okay, boom, let's get them off, and then on the back end, let's erase them.
Yep.
So you don't have to pay them. So it's like the silent killer. Like it's like you're hitting them on both angles. So guys, just be encouraged. There's a lot of programs out there. We just have to apply. And don't think you already know. Like get the information, read the articles, read the different services that the emails that you're getting from these servicers, because they're telling you, but they know you aren't going to read. So my partner, she had over $300,000 of her student loans erased, and that's a whole nother beast for a whole nother conversation. But it's out there, and definitely go for it. So write your letters, and then on the back end, get rid of them as well. So, and you're not too old. I had a neighbor. Her mother is retired, and they were taking student loans from her Social Security.
Oh
so you're
my
gonna have to still pay even when you're retired. So she filled out the PSLF form, and her student loans were forgiven, so she could keep her Social Security. I'm like, please.
That's crazy.
Crazy, right? Yes, she still has to pay. So don't think they're gonna go away. So they're only gonna go away if you do something. And if you don't fill out this form, this PSLF form is due by October 31st.
Due by when?
October 31st.
Due by when?
October 31st.
Okay.
2026. So it's soon. In your loan, you have to have direct loans. So if you go into your student, wherever your loans are, look, make sure that they're direct or they're FFELP loans, because if they're not, you don't qualify for the PSLF, so you have to consolidate. So you just have to make sure, like some people don't even know how to log in and check on their student loan debt. So just like we should be looking at our credit report almost every day. You need to be seeing like what's up with your student loans and how you can get the student loan forgiveness as well. So we're really passionate about this because a lot of us, that was our only way out. I don't like feel bad for getting as many student loans as I did, because it literally tripled my salary, and it helped me buy real estate. It helped me get into other investments. It helped me to fund my insurance policies. So for me, I just have to use my.
Hold on. Faith just said, based on your conversation, she went to her email and she started searching her email, and she found one from last month.
Yeah, from Mohila. Yep. So Faith, what you need to do is go ahead, turn everything over. You'll make a login.
Faith is gonna join the university. For those of you that's on here that's in the university, Monday we're bringing the Wealth RX. The Wealth RX is gonna be on the Monday call. We're gonna break down. So you guys know I can teach you how to delete it from the credit report. But what we're gonna do with the Wealth RX is we're gonna dive in how you dismiss, how you get rid of the student loan. Gone.
And like we gotta realize the power, for one, them off of our credit report, and then the money that you're paying toward your student loans, now it can go towards other things. Towards investments, and you really building wealth with what we have. So, guys, we gotta get it in. I gotta get ready to go.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for stopping by. Um, thanks for stopping by.
All right. God bless.
Yep, there's a few people that said they just found the email too. So shout out to you for putting them on game. A few people are saying they found the emails now.
Guys, trust me, fill it out. So the PSLF form, and we'll do it on the call on Monday. We'll go through and show you how to fill it.
All right, guys. So for everyone in the university, we will have the Wealth RX on the Monday call, and we will be breaking down how to get these student loans dismissed, not just deleted. We are going to go on the Monday call. We're going to take a deeper dive on Monday. So, like I said before, guys, in the university, you guys are going to learn now how to delete the student loans from your reports and how to dismiss or cancel your student loans on Monday. So, if you're excited, let me see some fire in the chat. All right, cool. So we had one more person that looked like he wanted to join us on the live. Let me see what's up with that, and then we're gonna go into building the letter. What's going on, King? You're on the live. Hey, brother man, can you hear me? All right, I guess not. All right, cool. So let's get into the letter right now. All right. So right now, guys, we are going to make the student loan deletion guide. So, without further ado, we are going to make the student loan deletion guide. So that you don't pay the student loans or set up a payment arrangement. If the student loan is canceled, so let me explain the difference before. When you delete the student loan from your credit report, it doesn't mean you don't have the obligation or the alleged obligation. When you dismiss or cancel the student loan is gone. There's no more payments. It is gone. There's a difference between dismissing it and deleting it from the credit report. There's a big difference. All right, guys? So stay up on that. So now let's make the student loan deletion letter. Student loan deletion letter. All right. This is my favorite part of any live. Okay, guys? This is my favorite part of the live when I'm building the letters with y'all. So if y'all are ready to build the letter, let me see the book and the pen in the chat. Let me see the book and the pen in the chat. I'm going to take a drink one more time. Let me see the book and the pen. Let me see the book and the pen. Let me see the book and the pen. We about to build this letter right now. And you know what's crazy? There's not a lot of people, that can build these letters from scratch. To join the community, I need a verification code. Let's see who I have. All right. All right, y'all ready? There's not a lot of people that can literally get up and just build letters every day. A lot of people are not about this life. But guess what? When I'm done with y'all are going to be one of the best trained consumer advocate out here that's getting all your deletions because you studied with the credit hero. All right. So now, student loan deletion letter. So now you want to put your address, address, your address, their address, their address. And when I say there, I mean your student loan servicer, 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 student loan servicer address. All right. Then if you have an account number, or numbers, depending on how many you have. We want to have the date. All right. Notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. So guys, when I put notice to principal is notice to agent and notice to agent is notice to principal, what do I mean by that? Who can tell me what it means when I say notice to agent is notice to principal and notice to principal is notice to agent? Who can tell me what that means? What does it mean when I say notice to principal is notice to agent and notice to agent is notice to principal? Anyone receive it is put on notice. Yep, you are a living soul. Keep it going. Attention to everybody. You're putting everybody on notice. Yes, you guys are all correct. You touched all points. Yep, that is what I'm doing. Anyone that received the correspondence, notice has been done. Everyone has received notice. I am putting everyone on notice, right? Now, okay. Upon my quarterly review, so up on my monthly review, here we go. But no, monthly, quarterly. Upon review of my consumer reports, it has come to my attention that you, when I say you, I want you to put in the student loan servicer information here. STUDENT, student loan servicer. So you want to put the student loan servicer name here, right? TTENTION. So it has come to my attention that you, student loan servicer, you just put their name here. Put name off. Okay. That you are reporting an account. So I have an account, but if you have multiple accounts, I want you to put you are reporting accounts. ACCOUNTS. So if it's one account, you can say an account. If it's more than one, you say accounts. You are reporting accounts to my consumer report to my consumer reports that I did not give you any express permission to report. So, upon review of my consumer reports, it has come to my attention that you are reporting accounts to my consumer reports that I did not give you any express permission or permissible purpose to report. What do I mean? As a consumer, I have the right to privacy person P-U-R-S-U-N-T 15 USC 1681 15 USC 1692 15 USC 6801. My private none my private information is my business. My student loans are my private information. You have reported my private information without my consent. Information. Boom. My private information is my business. My student loans are my private information. You have reported my private information without my consent. Your actions amount to aggravated aggravated identity theft. Why did I say that because they reported my private information without my permission, their actions amount to aggravated identity theft? Who can tell me why I can use identity theft right here? Who can tell me why this is identity theft if they are using my information without my permission? I just gave you all the damn answer. No permissible purpose. See, you guys, permissible purpose must be given. Yes. Unique creations, you are correct. No consent, boss, you are correct. Reporting information without permission. Good, you guys are paying attention. All right, good. I feel really good that you guys are paying attention. Your actions amount to aggravated identity theft. 18 USC 1028A. Now you have the choice of including what 18 USC 1028A says, or you can leave it. As a consumer, you have an obligation to protect my personal non-public information. So now this is where we go to that section of the law that speaks on the protection and the obligation. So we're going to go to 15 USC 6801, protection of non-public information. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to throw it over here. Bloop. So I'm going to put that there. Right? And then I am also going to copy what the law says. Because what we're proving now is that you, the consumer, have a right to privacy, and you, the consumer, have the right not to have your information reported. So it is the policy of the Congress that each financial institution has an affirmative and continuing obligation to respect the privacy. All right, so what I'm going to do here now is I am highlighting on the letter continuing obligation to respect the privacy of its consumers. So I'm going to highlight that, and then I'm going to have to protect the confidentiality. Boom. So I'm making sure that they are aware that I have the right to privacy and they have an obligation to maintain the security and the confidentiality of those consumers. So you reported my confidential and private information to a non-affiliated third party without my permission or without giving me the proper disclosures. The non-affiliated without giving me the proper disclosures. So person PRSUANT 15 USC 6802. So now we're going to go to 15 USC 6802 because for each section of the law that you guys are using, you always want to make reference. So person 15 USC 6802, obligations with respect to disclosures of personal information. So now I'm going to put this down here. Boom. And then I am going to put the opt-out section because that is the section that is going to give us our deletions. Opt-out. In general, financial institution may not disclose non-public personal information to a non-affiliated third party unless ABC was done. All right. So now I'm highlighting all of this section. You, student, STUD, student loan servicer, SERVICR, servicer name. So you, student loan servicer, have violated my right to privacy. You have violated, no, not yet. You know, let me not put this yet. I am requesting all my disclosures, DISCLOSURES, pursuant 15 USC 6802B, that you should have conspicuously conspicuously disclose to me before reporting of my non-public personal information. I am requesting all my disclosures pursuant 15 USC 6802B that you should have conspicuously disclosed to me before reporting my non-public personal information to non-affiliated non-affiliated third party third parties, ES, to non-affiliated third parties. Okay, got it. To non-affiliated, non-public. All right, boom, boom, boom. Got that. To non-affiliated third parties. And in bracket, we're going to have Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, EQUIFAX, and CAVERS, and Cavers, right? So we're going to put Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, and we're going to add Cavers in there as well. So now we're saying that you're requesting all the disclosures. So everything that we just read on 15 USC 6802, the obligations and the disclosures, right? We are requesting all of those disclosures. Your action has caused me and my family severe mental anguish, defamation of character, your action has caused me and my family severe mental anguish and defamation of character. You, in bracket here, I want you to put the student loan servicer's name. You are STUDEN, student loan servicer, VICER, name, have stolen, STOLEN, stolen my identity, TITY, violated my consumer rights, my right to privacy, and the obligation you have to maintain this security, SECURIT, security and confidentiality, and the confidentiality of my private information. So right here now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go now to section 8 to 18 USC 1028A. I'm going to drop the bar now for the identity theft. And after I drop the bar for identity theft now, I'm going to request the deletion of all these accounts. All right, so I see the request to come on the live. Let me finish this letter first. And yes, this letter will be applicable for both private and federal student loans. Yes, no one is exempt. So now I'm going to go over to 18 USC 1028A. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to add it to the letter. And we're letting them know that they have committed an offense, right? So now that we know they've committed an offense, we're going to call them out on their bullshit because we're going to present all the evidence. 18 USC 1028A, aggravated identity theft, offenses in general, whoever knowingly, during and in relation to any felony violation enumerated in subsection C, knowingly transfers, possesses, or uses without lawful authority a means of identification of another person shall, in addition to the punishment provided for such felony, be sentenced to a term of imprisonment of 2 years. Now, I'm going to take it a step further. I'm going to bring up 15 USC 1681Q. right? So I'm going to go bring that up too. So right now, I'm bringing up all the violations right before I ask for the deletions. 15 USC 1681 Q. All right, copy this. So, guys, when I'm done putting all the letter together, I'm going to do a final read and I'm going to read it so you guys can see the finished product. Like me speaking about it now, I don't know if you guys are comprehending it, but when I'm done, I'm going to now read the entire letter so you guys can have an idea of what the letter that I'm going to put in the student loan deletion guide is going to look like. So 15 USC 1681 Q, obtaining information under false pretenses. Any person who knowingly and willfully obtains information on a consumer from a consumer reporting agency under false pretenses shall be fined under. All right, no, this one wouldn't apply. My bad, guys. So Q wouldn't apply. We wouldn't use Q. What we're going to use is civil liability. So that won't apply. So we're going to go to 15 USC 1681N. That's where we're going to go. Q wouldn't apply to this because they're not obtaining a report. They're reporting without permission. So this is now a permissible purpose violation and a civil liability violation. So now we're going to go to boom, boom, boom. So the civil liability for willful non-compliance, right? That's the section we're going to use, 1681N. A, in general, any person who willfully fails to comply with any requirement imposed under the subchapter with respect to any consumer is liable to that consumer in amount and equal of. So yes, I need that. So we're going to add this. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're going to now add B, because B says, in the case of liability of a natural person for obtaining a consumer report under false pretenses or knowingly without a permissible purpose, actual damages sustained by the consumer as a result of the failure or whichever is greater. So we're going to use B because we are exercising permissible purpose. So let's see. Willful non-compliance. I'm going to shrink that. So I'm going to say, furthermore, you have no lawful authority, AUTHORITY, or permissible purpose to put any account on my consumer reports. All right, where am I? Furthermore, my consumer reports. All right, cool. So now you have 10 calendar days. CALENDER. You have 10 calendar days to delete you have 10 calendar days from the receipt, RECEIPT, from the receipt of this notice. Guys, when I say you have 10 calendar days from the receipt of this notice, what do I mean when I say you have 10 calendar days from the receipt of this notice? What does that mean? What am I saying? When I say you have 10 calendar days from the receipt of this notice, what does it mean when I say receipt of this notice? What does that mean? Man, you guys are really following. From the day they received the letter. Yes, you guys are really following. I bet. To delete this account. So when I say this account now, I want you guys to list the accounts here that needs to be deleted. And then we're going to say yours truly, first name FIRST, first name, last name. All right. So now that the letter is finished, let me read the letter now. So because I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guys, I'm using 6 screens. I wish I could show you, but there's no way you guys can see. I can't show you 6 screens at the same time because I can't hold up like all the device. Like I can't show you guys 6 screens at once. So what I'm going to do is in the student loan deletion guide, I will also make this live available. So there's 4 letters. You're going to have 4 letters and 2 webinar videos in there. So this live is going to be also in the student loan deletion guide. So if you text the word student loan to 917-810-3329, that's student loans. Text the word student loan to 917-810-3329. When you text that, you're going to get the student loan deletion guide. You're going to have a copy of this live, and you're going to have this new letter that we just built. We literally just built this letter. So, and for everybody in the university, you know this letter, it's going to be in the university by tomorrow, or probably by today. So let's start off. Let's go now from the beginning. So now that we've put everything, we've put our thoughts together, we've gone through all the laws. Are we getting it in the? I swear to God, Noel. Noel, if you ask me one more time, Noel, you know you guys are premium, bro. Everybody in the university, you gets this. I swear, Noel, if you ask me that question one more time, Noel, I swear to God, Noel, you guys get this first. This will be in the university. Everything that I do, you guys are premium. Once you're in the university, every challenge, everything that I do, you guys are premium. The next time you guys ask me this question, I swear, Noel, I swear, one of these days, man, one of these days. All right. So, student loan deletion letter, your address, the student loan services address, account numbers, depending if you have one account or many accounts, you want to put the date. Notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. Upon my review of my consumer reports, it has come to my attention that you, whatever the name of the student loan servicer name is, are reporting an account if it's one, or accounts if it's many, to my consumer report that I did not give you any express permission or permissible purpose to report. So 15 USC 1681 B2. As a consumer, I have the right to privacy, person 15 USC 1681, person 15 USC 1692, and 15 USC 6801. My private information is my business. My student loans are my private information. You have reported my private information without my consent. Your actions amount to aggravated identity theft. 18 USC 1028A. As a consumer, you have an obligation to protect my personal non-public information. 15 USC 6801, protection of non-public personal information. It is the policy of the Congress that each financial institution has an affirmative and continuing obligation to respect the privacy of its customers and to protect the security and confidentiality of those customers' non-public information. You reported my confidential and private information to a non-affiliated third party without my permission or without giving me or without given the proper disclosures. 15 USC 6802. 15 USC 6802, obligations with respect to disclosures of personal information, opt out. In general, a financial institution may not disclose non-public personal information to a non-affiliated third party, A, unless such financial institution clearly and conspicuously discloses to the consumer in writing or in electronic form or other form permitted by the regulation prescribed under section 6804 of this title that such information may be disclosed to such third party. B, the consumer is given the opportunity before the time that such information is initially disclosed to direct that such information not be disclosed to such third party. C, the consumer is given the explanation of how the consumer can exercise that non-disclosure option. All right. I'm going to add some more fire to it, something that came to mind. So, no, that would be round two. That's a round two letter. All right. I am requesting all my disclosures per Son 15 USC 6802B that you should have conspicuously disclosed to me before reporting my non-public personal information to a non-affiliated third party, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, and Cavers. I am exercising my right to opt out of having my information reported person 15 USC 6802B. Your action has caused me and my family severe mental anguish. Your action You, student loan servicer, whatever their name is, have stolen my identity, violated my consumer rights, my right to privacy, and the obligation you have to maintain the security and confidentiality of my private information. So right now we're calling them out on all the violations that they've done. 18 USC 1028A, aggravated identity theft. Offenses. Whoever during and in a relation to any felony enumerated in subsection C knowingly uses, possesses, or transfers without lawful authority a means of identification of another person shall, in addition to the punishment provided for such felony, be sentenced to a term of imprisonment of 2 years. Furthermore, you have no lawful authority or permissible purpose to put any account on my consumer reports. 15 USC 1681 and civil liability for willful noncompliance. In general, any person who willfully fails to comply with any requirements imposed under the subchapter with respect to any consumer is liable to that consumer in an amount equal to the sum of. B says, in the case of liability of a natural person for obtaining a consumer report under false pretenses or knowingly without a permissible purpose, actual damages sustained by the consumer as a result of the failure or $1,000, whichever is greater. You have 10 calendar days from the receipt of this notice to delete the account or accounts. So you can have account or account if it's more than one. And then you're going to just list the accounts here that needs to be deleted. So guys, that is the student loan deletion letter. You will get about 5 to 7 letters. Okay, got you. Now forgot the info because it is speaking the other day, so he would have confirmed that part. To be honest, I really cannot remember how that part works. I have collection agency run my credit on Experian. So guys, that is the student loan deletion letter. You're going to see now that in the student loan deletion guide that you're going to get, you're going to get about 7 letters in there. These are the letters you're going to use to delete the student loan from your credit report. Melanated Oracle, oh my God, I was so busy reading over here, I didn't even see you came in. Right? So this is how you delete it. Can they go for other things outside of student loans? Yes, they can. You will see, I'm not going to tell you, it's a surprise, but you will see some other letters in there. So the team has to do with the pricing. So if you want to find out, all you got to do is text the word student loan. So text the word student loan to 917-810-3329. This letter should work to get anything removed. So text the word student loan to 917-810-3329. Guys, if you want the student loan deletion guide, what I'm also going to be doing now is I am going to add 3 more letters to the student loan deletion guide. So the guide that you guys are going to get, I will be adding 3 more letters to it. So desktop. Folder. All right, student loan deletion guide. All right, guys. So I'm putting all the letters together right now. And you will be able to get this in a few minutes. So this new letter. All right, so that's done. I'm going to take questions in just a minute. Let me just prepare these letters so you can get them right away. Student loans, where are you?
King. I hope all is well. Would you like me to reset your room while you do that?
Oh, please go right ahead.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you for joining this evening with DeRay. If you are finding value in being in this room with him, please take a moment and ping about 4 or 5 of your friends in so that you could share this information with them. We're about spreading the knowledge, creating wealth, and working together. So this is Do For Self Credit Repair. If you haven't already, go ahead and click the green house at the top. Follow this room so you can be notified when Durain opens a room. And you can also invite people to join, because we're trying to build the community so that everyone can have good credit, remove those stubborn items, especially those student loans that can be hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean,
Facts.
my son had $80,000 worth of
Sheesh.
student loans. Absolutely.
Wow.
He was still able to finance a home, but it still made them look at his debt to income ratio. So when those things are not present, then that allows you to qualify for more. And as I was saying in another room, you know, bad credit costs too much.
It does.
That if you're spending 30, if your interest rate is 20 and 25 and 30%, that's money you're giving away that you could actually pay off these things sooner because you have better credit. So follow the room. And this room is delete 3.9 billion in student loans from your credit reports. And it's definitely necessary. So spread the word and invite your people in.
We have a lot to learn from each other and to teach each other. So each one teach one, and I am going to give you guys some bonus letters. I'm going to give you guys some bonus letters right now.
Well, let them ping some people in, and then you can give them some more bonus letters.
I'm adding it to the folder right now.
The reciprocity of digital currency is that we give to one another. The reciprocity is I give to you, you give to me, we take care of each other. That's how you create a tribe, unity, working together. So we want to see some people pinged in, share the room, invite your friends in. Because most likely, sometimes, you know, people who have the same challenges may flock together. So if you know people that have gone to college and may have some bills or debt, may not be aware of this, ping them in so that they can get the benefit firsthand, not a recant of it from you as far as what you heard. Let them come in and get it directly from Durain. Share and spread this information. Thank you all for being here.
I really appreciate it, Mel. Thank you very much. All right, I am going to drop this right now in the drive so my team can put this on the website immediately. I just feel so good when I enjoy building these letters on the live, guys. Like, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I really love building these letters on the live. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do. And as you guys can see, like, these all of them are being built from scratch. This isn't something that was pre-done. I got it from somewhere. I'm building the letters on the lives with y'all. So I am going to add this to the drive right now, and it will be available in a few minutes. Student loan deletion guide, where are you? Student loans. Boom. If you guys got some value, like, let me see some fire in the chat. Y'all are too silent, and I need y'all to ask some questions too. Do for self. Let me see you guys ask some questions, because it's only taking me only a few moments to get this in the drive so I can give it to the team so they can have it ready
Did you tell them how they should deliver the letter? How should the letter be?
So it's being sent directly to the student loan servicer. The thing about student loans is a lot of people go to the consumer reporting agencies, and that's one of the reasons why they don't get any they're not getting traction with your letters, because they're going to the wrong people. So when you learn now how to direct your letters to the right people, where do we access the letters? I'm getting the letters done right now, guys. Let me just drop it in the drive so the team can get it. Bankruptcy. All right. All right. Student loan deletion guide. All right. Let me get some information real quick, and then I will get to you guys. A beer. Ah, touche. Silly me. All right. So 1, 2, 3, webinar video, 4, 5. You guys are getting 6, 7, 8, 9. You guys are getting 10 letters. 10 letters you guys are getting. 10. All right. Oh, I don't issue this. Student loan, student loan. So, what have you guys learned from today? I'm very curious because I need to comprehend what you guys are learning. And I hope you guys learned the information that I was giving out. It's very important. Got it. All right, cool. All right, so guys, I'm going to call the team and I'm going to let them know that the letter is in the drive and it's ready to be uploaded to the files. Keypad 347. Yep, I'm going to add the link. I'm going to make sure that the team adds the link to the live on there. I learned my right to privacy. I learned permissible. Hey, Abir. All right, so I just uploaded the new document with the student loan deletion guide. I added a few more letters to it. So in total, the student loan deletion guide will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. Nope, we're on the live right now. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they're going to have 12 letters. And yeah, I just wanted to let you know that it's done. So they're asking for it. So we're going to give it. All right, cool. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So guys, give me about 15 minutes. My my CTO, she's going to get everything on the website now. You're getting about six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're getting about 11 or 12 letters. I threw a few bonus ones in there. So I want you guys to be successful. So I threw some bonus letters in there. All right. So now that I've gotten that out the way, talk to me now about what you've learned. Student loans does not define who you are. Student loans does not define where you go, what type of job you get. Student loans will not stop you from getting a home. You can delete student loans from your credit reports. There is no law, none, and we've gone through a lot of them today. There is no law that says you, the consumer, right? You, the consumer, must sit back and have these corporations just put stuff on your credit. There is no law that says any creditor have a right to put anything on your reports. None. The law says you can opt out, and the law says you have a right to privacy. The law also says you have a right to confidentiality, and they have an obligation to maintain the security and your confidentiality. Will I still get the bonus if I already purchased? Yes. We'll add it to it. We're adding it to it right now, so you'll be able to get it. The link that you will download the student loan deletion guide from, when you go back in there, you will see all the new stuff that we just put in there. So whatever you just bought, the link that you got, you're going to see the other folder in there with the new letters. So if you bought it already, don't worry, you will get the new ones. Just give it like 15, I say give it 15 minutes to half an hour for a beer to go upload them to the website and then put them in the folder. I learned that they are all liars. I'm telling y'all, it's different. When you learn this stuff, man, it is different. And what I highly recommend, guys, is I'm telling you guys, join the university, because this week is the last weekend that the university is going to be at the price that it is. It's going back to its original price of $5,000 Monday morning, bright and early. The university is going back to its original price of $5,000. Right now, we had a deal going on for summer. It's back to school. We're about to end the long summer sale that we have going on, and it's going back to its original price of $5,000. Do you still have to pay the student loan if I get it removed from the report? Yes. So getting it removed from your report doesn't mean you will get the student loan dismissed or forgiven or canceled. However, if you guys are in the university, we're having a call on Monday where we will be teaching how to dismiss and how to cancel student loans so you won't have to pay them. We will be having that call on Monday for the university. Faith, Faith. I need you to email me. Faith, I need you to email me so the team can assist you. Support at consumer law secrets .com. All right, Faith. That's my email, support at consumerlawsecrets.com. I need you to email me, Faith, so the team can find your order and we can make the adjustments and get you enrolled. So email my team, Faith, so we can get that going. Okay, perfect. Clubhouse, I want you guys to talk to me. I need some feedback. You guys are welcome to come on the live. Let's discuss what we just learned. You guys are welcome to come on the live, put the request in. YouTube, I wish I could bring you guys here. I really wish I could bring you guys here. Nish, where did she disappear to? I really wish I could bring you guys here, because it would be great to be able to speak with some of y'all on the live. But for now, until we find a different platform, please write your information, your questions in the chat. You can send me an email to support at consumerlawsecrets.com if you got any issues. You can text me, guys. I want you guys to text me if you believe this was of any value to y'all. The student loan deletion guide, 917-810-3329. 917-810-3329. Text me to get the student loan deletion guide. We are about to end this call at 8. We have 8 minutes and I can take questions. If you guys got questions, I would love to answer all your questions in the time we have left. So guys, ask me some questions. Somebody got question. Come on. How you suggest we send it CFPB or certified? So both. So Kay, what I want you to do is you're gonna go to the post office and you're gonna ask them for some certified mail slips and green return receipts. Just keep a stack of them in your house. They look like this. The certified mail looks like this, and then the green return receipts look like this. When you go to the post office, you can ask them for it. They're not going to charge you. You can take a lot because I have a lot of them here, and you want to send them out certified mail green return receipt. And then after you send out your letter, you want to file a CFPB complaint. So go to the CFPB website and file a complaint with them. What are the qualifications? What are the qualifications for what? Ayo, tell me what qualifications are you referring to? Does this apply to other installment loans? It can. As long as you modify the language, you can use it for any account. I paid my student loan off. How can I get compensated? That I do not know. If you paid off, to my knowledge, I am not sure if you're able to get it. If you're able to get compensation for it. In the bundle package, do we send the letters all together or separate? Separate. You want to send the letters out one at a time. You're gonna see a letter. The one that we just created. That's the first one you're gonna send out. The one that we just created on the live. That's the first letter you're gonna send out. It's in a folder marked student loan. That's the one you're gonna send out first. Did you refer to Cavers? Yes, I did. CFPB complaint on. Yep, I'm late. Nope, you can always catch the replay. Should we consolidate private loans? I'm going to give you guys a hack. I'm going to give you guys the ultimate hack. If you have several student loans, and I think Abir just told me that the letters are uploaded. So the letters are on the website, guys. Abir just confirmed that she just put all the letters on the website in the student loan deletion guide. So if you text the word student loan to 917-810-3329, you will get now the completed student loan deletion guide with all the letters. I'm gonna give you guys a hack. This works for student loan or debt collection. If you have several accounts, and you consolidate those loans, making it one account, in the student loan deletion guide, there is a letter in there called account deletion letter, part 1 and part 2. It's called the account deletion letter. You can get those letters on the website as well. The account deletion letter 1 and 2 can delete that consolidation account. So if you've consolidated, pay attention now, if you've consolidated all those accounts into one account, you can delete that consolidated account. I'm just going to zip my lips and I'm not going to say anything else. I can use the law 6802-1028A for negative items. Yep. How do I get the guide? I text the number. You will receive the information. FFRIOO Frio. You will get the information. Text it. If you don't get it, for everyone that text and you didn't get a response, what I want you guys to do is this. Send me an email so we can keep track. If you text the number and you didn't get a response, I want you to send me an email so my team can send it to you. Support at consumerlawsecrets.com. So if you text and you didn't get a response, I want you to send me an email so we can send it to you. Some people got what I just said, some people didn't. I'm not going to divulge too much information on that, but just know if you consolidate several accounts into one account, you can use the account deletion letter to delete that consolidated account. Even if you paid them off and left the old one on your credit, it's up to you. Remember, you control what gets reported. So the account that you want reported, it's up to you. You can get the account deleted or not. It's really up to you which way you want to go. Got 2 minutes, guys. Any other questions? Oh, and by the way, I totally forgot to tell y'all. Remember the challenge, the 5-day challenge, guys. The 5-day master account deletion challenge is coming up in September. I'm going to say this one more time for those of you in the back. The master deletion challenge is coming up in September. It is 5 days. 5 days, guys. It's coming up, and the challenge will be for 5 days straight. So you will be locked in with me for 5 days in September. My daughter consolidated her loans, then I paid it off, but they left the old ones on there. How do I get that off? Faith, you can use the account deletion letters. Can you delete student loans if it gets charged off? Yes. Yes, boss lady, you are able to delete student loans if they get charged off. Correct. We got 1 more minute, guys. Give me them questions. Give me them questions. After disputing, a creditor wrote me telling me they sold and shared my email with a collection company. Who should I dispute the information with? My question is, Haley, is it being reported on your credit? Is the account being reported on your credit, Haley? Haley here 25. Is the account being reported on your credit? Can you repeat the email? Support. Let me type it in again. SUPP support at consumer law secrets secrets.com. So that's my email, guys. Support at consumerlawsecrets.com. Send me an email. All right. I think I missed some questions here. Okay. Can you repeat the email? Yep, just did that. How can I get a paid collection off? I've been disputing them for 5 months. They won't remove it. So, Haley, Text the word validation. Haley, I want you to text me. Um, Text me the word validation. VALIDATION. VALI. Validation. Text me the word validation to 917-810-3329. VALIDATION. You need the debt collection killer pack, Haley. Once you get the debt collection killer pack, it will instruct you on what you need to do to get that collection deleted from your credit. So, Haley Laboom, text me the word validation to 917-810-3329 if you have any debt collection issue related item on your credit. You need the debt collection killer pack. So text the word validation, VALIDATION, to 917-810-3329. uh, let's see. Can I send you a correspondence that you will read or respond to over the weekend? For Marvin, I only do that for the students in my university. That's a privilege that I've only granted to my students in the university. Because I call and they keep saying they don't have an account with her name. If it's being reported on the credit report, you can find the company and get it deleted. Yes. So, Faith, when you join the university, we will go over that on Sunday. So be sure to be on the call on Sunday, Faith, and we will go over how we're going to get that account deleted. If I am paying student loans minimum requirement, can I be eligible for forgiveness? If you fit the criteria now that Biden is talking about, yes. And if you're in the university, we will be teaching you on Monday how to cancel student loans. So we'll be going over canceling student loans on Monday in the university. Dispute with the student loan original creditor and the main bureaus and secondary bureaus. Hollywood, you are correct, but I only want you to do one thing for me, Hollywood. Stop using the word bureaus because credit bureaus do not exist. Okay, I disputed account and they said it's regulated by someone and they forwarded to them. For this, K, I'm telling you, K, you keep playing around, K. You need to be in the university. Listen, guys, for everyone on here, if finance is a problem, if you do not have all the money to join the university, we have payment plan options. You guys will get approved. If you don't have all the money, don't worry. You can still join the university using the payment plan. All you have to do is text the word payment plan, right? Text the word payment plan to 917-810-3329. So text the word payment plan to 917-810-3329. You guys don't have to worry about having all the money. We have a payment plan in process. The FTC report should only be used if it's identity theft. I'm going to say this again. If you are a victim of identity theft, please, 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 that is the only time you use the FTC report. Do not use the FTC report if you are not a victim of identity theft. Bankruptcy, yes, we can get bankruptcies deleted. Are you going to have a replay of this live? Absolutely. How can we remove close account with Best Buy? Just like any other account, there's nothing special about a Best Buy account. Right, file the FTC too. Yes, if you are a victim of identity theft. With my student loan, it says credit grantor can't locate consumer. What about that? That means that you need to reach out to them and have them delete the account based on the letter that we just wrote. Yo, D, do we have to file FTC report? Only if you are a victim of identity theft. How do you remove closed accounts? Using the account deletion letter that's on the website, or if you got the student loan deletion letter, you will have the account deletion. I want to become a student. Marvin, I want you to text me the word mentor. Marvin, text me the word mentor to 917-810-3329. Also, I want you to send me an email, Marvin. Send me an email. Gladys, could you drop the email one more time for Marvin? Tell you what, Gladys, DM Marvin, Marvin D. Wilson. DM him the link or the DM him the university link, and also send him the email. Do you teach just about? Do you teach just about? I don't, Haley, I don't understand what that means. Do you teach just about? Okay, just getting on. Do you teach about more than credit reporting, consumer laws, and other stuff? I mostly teach about credit, consumer laws, and stuff. But next month, I will be launching what is called the six-figure framework, and I will be teaching you how to start your business. I'm going to teach you how to open a credit repair business. Then I'm going to teach you how to scale that business to make potentially an extra 50 to $100,000 per year. I'll be teaching that in my six-figure framework. Shout out to Superior Shelby in the building. All my student loans are closed. How do I remove them? You need the account deletion letter. Raymond, too much. I wish. I thought you said we are. Okay, I'm definitely joining. So can you use the FTC law 1820? Yes, you can. If you apply the 1028A, you can use the FTC. Yep. All right. Yes, finance is an issue on disability. All right. Gladys, look inside the YouTube chat as well. Reach out to Kay and send the link to sign up. Any other payment options beside that on the site? You can do PayPal credit. PayPal credit, you're able to use PayPal credit and you can join the university. So with PayPal credit, you're able to apply for a small line of credit with PayPal, I believe up to $4,000 or $5,000, and we accept PayPal. So if you go with PayPal credit, you can then use the PayPal credit to join the university, Raymond. All right, Marvin, you are welcome. Yep, you guys are definitely welcome. All right, Clubhouse, it has been real. Everyone have an amazing night. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in on Clubhouse. All right, that just leaves us now with Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. Whew. Faith says she sent an email. Gladys, look out for an email from Faith Enterprise. She just sent the email. So let's get her situated and let's take care of Faith. All right, guys. So we've come to the end of the live. I know you guys don't want me to go. I don't want to go, but I got some stuff that I got to do. So I want everyone to have an amazing night. And I'll be going live every day. So I'll be seeing some of y'all tomorrow. And from your favorite island boy, I will be seeing y'all tomorrow. And yeah, we're gonna chop it up. So today you learned how to delete student loans. It is easy. It is easy. It is easy. Monday, for everyone in the university, you will learn how to um, cancel, dismiss student loans. So, guys, in the university, in the mentorship, remember Monday call. Monday, we will be going over how to cancel student loans. So that is only for people in the university. So if you want to learn how to cancel your student loans, you might want to join the university. So for everybody, don't forget, we have the payment plans. Text the word payment plan to 917-810-3329. That's payment plan to 917-810-3329. If you got student loans and you want to delete it from your credit, text the word student loan to 917-810-3329. If you got collections and the collections are still there, you've disputed it, the collection is still there, text me the word validation. Text the word validation to 917-810-3329 to get the debt collection killer pack. We will not have mercy on any collection. We will be killing all them collections. So from your favorite island boy, everybody have a great night. It was a pleasure as always.